Did you know that almost 1 out of 3 diabetics also experience mental health issues? It goes beyond feelings. Anxiety, stress, and depression can subtly elevate your blood sugar levels, raise your HbA1c, and potentially increase your risk of kidney and heart issues. It's a difficult cycle to break, but it's not impossible. Now, picture beginning your day with a few easy routines that not only improve your mood, but also reduce inflammation, support your blood vessels, shield your kidneys, and help your body better manage its energy. That sounds powerful, doesn't it? In this video, we'll go over the top 4 morning routines that do just that. Take it day by day and stay put, because we'll be sharing some clever protein powder breakfast ideas that will elevate your mornings. This isn't just a habit. It can be the mental and physical reset you've been waiting for. Let's get started. One method of practicing mindful breathing is reducing morning cortisol spikes, which helps diabetics combat depression. Diabetes patients frequently have increased cortisol levels due to chronic stress and irregular sleep patterns. In addition to increasing fasting blood sugar, morning high cortisol overactivates the brain's stress regions, causing mood swings, lack of energy, and irritation. These emotions can lead to a vicious cycle of mental exhaustion and self-blame when combined with inadequate blood sugar regulation. Spending 15 minutes a day practicing deep belly breathing helps people with diabetes feel calm and clear-headed, which lessens feelings of overwhelm and aids in managing their health routine. It also helps balance hormones and improves the body's response to insulin. Diabetes patients need these to overcome depression because their heart and blood vessels are constantly under pressure. Their nervous systems are frequently more active, their blood vessels become stiff, and their heart rate remains elevated. These conditions strain the heart and increase the risk of high blood pressure, artery disease, and blood clots. Over time, this physical stress exacerbates mental stress and emotional exhaustion, which can lead to feelings of hopelessness and fear. The vagus nerve, which is activated by mindful breathing, helps the body relax. This switch lowers blood pressure, makes blood vessels more flexible, improves blood flow, and makes the body feel safer inside. As a result, people feel less anxious, sleep better, and gradually feel happier and more motivated. This helps fight the deep fatigue and sadness that come with chronic heart stress. Diabetic kidney problems are caused by high kidney pressure and damage from oxidative stress, which raises creatinine levels and reduces the kidney's capacity to filter blood. However, many people are unaware that kidney damage also affects mood. Toxin accumulation in the body damages the brain as well, which can result in mental haze, low motivation, and minor memory issues. Depression is more likely in this stage. When the blood is cleaner, the brain functions more effectively. People with diabetes report better thinking, better memory, and a lighter mood. Morning breathwork reduces inflammation and relaxes kidney blood vessels, which helps the kidneys function better and eliminate harmful waste. These effects help combat mental fog and heavy emotions that lead to depression. Damage to diabetic nerves results in more than just pain or numbness, but also psychological distress. People who experience ongoing pain and lack of feeling may become agitated and lonely. This exacerbates depression since nerve inflammation also interferes with the brain's ability to regulate mood. Breathing steadily and deeply lowers. In addition to reducing inflammation and pain signals, it also increases oxygen delivery to injured nerves, which reduces physical discomfort and stabilizes brain chemistry. It raises serotonin and dopamine, which help control mood. Many diabetics report feeling more motivated, having clear ideas, and experiencing fewer mood fluctuations. This makes patients feel more lively and less depressed, although their muscular and bone health often deteriorates. Insufficient blood flow, persistent inflammation, and insufficient exercise eventually result in weakness and injury risk, which makes people avoid activities and feel worthless or afraid of being a burden. These emotions exacerbate depression. Mindful breathing enhances oxygen delivery to muscles, improves mitochondrial function, reduces inflammation, and builds stronger muscles that aid in the body's better utilization of glucose. Because bones and joints reduce the risk of injury, moving is easier and more enjoyable. Exercise stops the cycle of pain, inactivity, and sadness by releasing endorphins, which are natural mood enhancers that gradually make diabetics feel stronger, more energized, and hopeful. Increasing their strength enables individuals to find meaning and dignity in their everyday lives. Mindful breathing also improves their mood in the morning by activating sections of the brain linked to motivation and calmness, while decreasing activity in areas linked to fear and anxiety. This means that within a few weeks, people with diabetes will have more emotional strength, better self-control, and a clearer mind to start the day. This habit also helps people stick to healthy eating, medication, and exercise routines, which makes mindful breathing a powerful tool for both emotional and physical healing. 2 rituals of early morning sunlight help the skin make vitamin D by using UVB rays to interact with skin cholesterol. Vitamin D is crucial for improving how the body uses insulin and for helping the pancreas work better in diabetics. When insulin functions well, sugar enters cells more readily. This reduces blood sugar spikes and the accompanying mood swings. After 8 to 12 weeks of 20 minutes of sunlight each morning, many diabetics see a decrease in their fasting blood sugar and HbA1c, even if they don't change their diet or medications. Low vitamin D also causes less gut protein, which exacerbates insulin resistance and makes people feel exhausted and depressed. It also helps people who sit a lot and have excess belly fat feel more energized throughout the day and reduces sugar spikes after meals, 2 groups that are more likely to experience insulin issues and depression. Sunlight stabilizes blood sugar fluctuations, which aids those with diabetes whose kidneys gradually deteriorate. Sunlight helps maintain calcium and phosphate balance, which is necessary for healthy kidney filters called nephrons. When kidneys don't function properly, toxins accumulate in the blood, which results in fatigue. This equilibrium is caused by too much sugar and inflammation. Improved mineral balance can help with mood issues, nausea, and brain fog. As kidney inflammation decreases and filtration improves, the body environment becomes cleaner, promoting more stable emotions and clear thinking. Many diabetics report lower creatinine and less protein in their urine after 10 weeks of consistent morning sun exposure. These are indicators that their kidneys are under less stress, which makes them feel less exhausted, have fewer mood swings, and think more clearly. These physical enhancements provide a greater sense of control, lessen depressing feelings that frequently lead to sadness, and lessen the emotional burden of having diabetes. Through the retinal hypothalamus route, sunlight also resets the body's internal clock. This process is frequently disrupted in diabetics due to abnormal blood sugar, poor sleep, and uneven melatonin levels, which in turn induce mood issues. Early sunshine increases the brain's production of the mood-regulating chemical serotonin, which helps diabetics feel more at ease, focused, and emotionally stable. It also combats symptoms of apathy, brain fog, and low motivation brought on by sleep deprivation and blood sugar fluctuations. After 2 to 4 weeks of daily sunrise exposure, melatonin levels begin to return to normal, which makes it easier to fall asleep, stay asleep longer, and wake up feeling more alert. Optimal sleep and a balanced mood are essential for diabetics to overcome burnout and depression associated with diabetes. Vitamin D from sunlight also keeps bones and muscles strong and functioning properly, which weakens more quickly in diabetics due to stress and metabolism issues. Weak bones and muscles make moving difficult, which makes them dependent on others and makes them feel helpless, which exacerbates depression. Sunlight prevents the parathyroid gland from overproducing and aids in the body's absorption of calcium, which helps to avoid weak bones and lowers the chance of muscular fractures. More vitamin D supports sex hormones that improve libido, sexual health, and fertility for both men and women. Better mitochondria and sugar use also increase strength and endurance, which makes it easier to be active and move more. Additionally, sunlight helps the liver store sugar as glycogen, which gives steady energy after eating and prevents midday energy crashes that cause mood swings. Many diabetics experience issues with hormones and intimacy. Resolving this aspect of life boosts self-esteem and relieves a significant emotional burden. Because blood sugar fluctuations, poor motivation, and hormone issues disrupt their sleep-wake cycle, people with diabetes frequently feel worse in the morning. For people who have trouble feeling inspired or hopeful, early sunlight helps the brain regulate cortisol and dopamine cycles, which stabilizes mood throughout the day. Building emotional strength can be achieved by spending 15-20 minutes outside within 30 minutes after waking up. 3 powdered proteins. A high-protein breakfast helps boost the first phase insulin response, which is frequently poor in diabetics, and significantly lowers blood sugar levels. Due to issues with beta cells, improved blood sugar regulation benefits the body and promotes mental well-being. Good protein sources include eggs. Hormones like GLP-1 and PYY are triggered by plant proteins or Greek yogurt. These hormones slow down digestion and lessen the spike in blood sugar that occurs after meals. This helps diabetics avoid energy dumps that lead to irritation, fatigue, and low mood by resulting in a smoother blood sugar pattern throughout the day. Even without altering medication, consuming 25 to 30 grams of protein daily for 6 to 8 weeks can reduce fasting blood sugar by 10 to 15 milligrams per deciliter and HbA1c by roughly 0.4%. This early but metabolic balance reduces emotional fluctuations and mental fog. Heart health also improves with a protein-rich breakfast. This improves mood in diabetics as well. Better fat metabolism lowers triglycerides and raises HDL cholesterol. These changes help keep blood vessels healthy. Diabetics who frequently have unhealthy blood fats and clogged arteries benefit from less artery inflammation and better blood flow. Stable blood sugar helps keep neurotransmitters steady, which supports clear thinking and emotional strength. The gut-brain connection works better in this stable environment. As blood vessels become more flexible and strong, blood flow to the brain improves, supporting sharper thinking and a steadier mood. This reduces strain on the heart, meaning diabetics feel less tired and carry less emotional stress. A better heart-brain link helps bring emotional balance and lowers the worry about heart problems. Protein also reduces oxidation of LDL particles, which prevents plaque buildup and stops arteries from becoming stiff and blocked. After 12 weeks, inflammatory markers like CRP go down, lowering inflammation and protecting brain function. Additionally, protein supports kidney health in ways that promote mental well-being. Older guidance cautioned against renal and protein diseases. However, recent research indicates that eating moderate amounts of high-quality protein can sustain muscle and metabolism without harming the kidneys. This is particularly true for diabetics who already have kidney disease. After 6 weeks, many diabetics have stable creatinine and improved muscle maintenance, which lowers kidney stress, lessens the psychological burden of kidney problems, and lowers depression associated with poor organ function. Protein also helps the body produce albumin and prevents muscle breakdown, keeping lean body mass and preventing weakness and fatigue. Better fluid and mineral balance Decreased weariness from waste accumulation and increased general vitality are all benefits of stable kidney function, which keeps people emotionally and physically active. The mind is more at ease, more centered, and more equipped to cope with diabetes when the kidneys are functioning properly. Diabetics often experience weakened muscles and bones due to muscle loss, which is remedied by bone-thinning protein, which encourages bone development and repair. Protein also improves how muscles use insulin and sugar, which lowers blood sugar levels that can worsen inflammation and nerve damage. Increasing physical strength also reduces dependence on others and feelings of helplessness, which can lead to depression in diabetics. Stronger bones and muscles also mean fewer injuries, less pain and weakness. These issues subtly impair mental health, but after 8 to 10 weeks, these physical improvements result in improved mobility and more self-assurance. Being able to move about freely and carry out daily duties gives one a sense of control, which is a significant emotional victory that combats depression symptoms. Additionally, protein helps the liver regulate mood and metabolism by preventing fat accumulation in the liver, improving stable glycogen storage, lowering insulin resistance, and reducing inflammation, which is linked to diabetes and fatty liver disease. Less inflammation also lowers the inflammatory load in the brain, which helps maintain a balanced mood and lessens inflammation linked to depression. Certain protein amino acids, such as L-arginine, aid in the production of reproductive hormones and enhance blood flow to the genital organs in both men and women with diabetes. Restoring reproductive health has a profoundly positive effect on mood and relationships after 6 to 10 weeks as liver function improves and hormones balance, making diabetics feel more energetic and emotionally stable. This enhances libido, sexual health, and fertility, all of which are closely linked to self-esteem, emotional closeness, and identity. This surge aids in ending the depressive cycle that frequently accompanies chronic illness. 4 habits of gratitude journaling. Gratitude journaling stimulates key brain regions associated with motivation, decision-making, and stress management. These regions frequently function less effectively in diabetics due to their frequent blood sugar fluctuations. This exercise aids in addressing issues with the hypothalamus-pituitary-adrenal HPA axis. When cortisol levels fall after 4 to 8 weeks of consistent journaling, insulin sensitivity improves, and diabetics' emotional eating cravings lessen. This emotional control not only stabilizes blood sugar, but also empowers them to overcome feelings of guilt, shame, and self-sabotage by assisting them in making healthy food choices and maintaining their health objectives. The mental haze that results from feeling out of control is removed by keeping a gratitude notebook. Chronic stress associated with diabetes frequently keeps the sympathetic nervous system hyperactive, which increases inflammation and is connected to heart issues and depression. This cycle is fought by gratitude journaling, which lowers systolic blood pressure and inflammation markers like CRP and IL-6. As blood vessels become more flexible and blood flow improves, more oxygen reaches the brain, improving thinking skills and emotional balance for diabetics. This is beneficial not only for the heart, but also for a clearer mind, less fatigue, a more stable mood, a lower risk of stroke and heart failure, and more than a longer life. It also gives them hope and eases their ongoing concerns about future health issues. Emotional stress elevates hormones like angiotensin and aldosterone, and diabetics benefit from this behavior as well. Kidney health is intimately linked to emotional wellness. Kidney damage is accelerated by these hormones. By reducing these stress hormones, thankfulness journaling protects renal filtration and reduces protein leakage. Stable microalbuminuria reduces the risk of dialysis or kidney failure and slows the progression of renal disease. Many diabetics find this relief to be very effective. Apprehension about organ damage feeds depression. Neuropathy is an excruciating and exhausting diabetic condition that worsens with emotional stress. Appreciation transforms that anxiety into peaceful and thoughtful self-care. Journaling about appreciation increases BDNF, or brain-derived neurotrophic factor. BDNF promotes nerve healing and improves mental clarity and resilience. Diabetics experience reduced cognitive fog and nerve discomfort, which can mimic depression. Patients feel more in charge of their daily routine, medications, and nutrition because to their improved mental clarity and reduced pain, which over time helps them avoid despair. Through consistent practice, thankfulness transforms suffering into strength and advancement. Diabetics frequently have trouble sleeping because of elevated cortisol levels and blood sugar fluctuations. Gratitude journals significantly increase sleep quality, regulate hormones, aid in immunological restoration, and help diabetics' metabolisms return to normal. This implies fewer blood sugar issues at night, improved balance of reproductive hormones, and more consistent energy during the day. This promotes emotional intimacy and libido, which diabetes frequently impairs. Adequate sleep also aids in bone and muscle restoration. In roughly 6 weeks, journaling helps restore daily routines and promote deeper sleep, which lessens chronic pain that weakens mental capacity. The end effect is stable emotions and a restored sense of self, two things that depression frequently robs people of. Try these 5 easy and wholesome protein powder breakfast ideas. Remove the saucepan from the heat and whisk in 1 scoop of vanilla or unflavored protein powder after cooking half a cup of rolled oats in 1 cup of unsweetened almond milk over medium heat until the oats are soft and creamy. Top with a spoonful of chopped walnuts or chia seeds and stir in half a teaspoon of ground cinnamon until smooth. Warm it up in a blender and enjoy. Add half an avocado and 1 scoop of plant-based protein powder. Add a tablespoon of ground flaxseed to 1 cup of unsweetened almond milk, half a cup of frozen berries, and 1 cup of fresh spinach. In a mason jar or small bowl, combine 3 tablespoons of chia seeds and 1 scoop of protein powder. Add 1 cup of unsweetened almond milk. Stir thoroughly to remove lumps. Let sit for 5 minutes. Stir again and cover. Blend until smooth and creamy, then pour into a glass and drink immediately. This is a nutritious and fresh way to start the day. Place it in the refrigerator for the entire night. In a mixing dish, mix half a cup of chickpea flour with 1 scoop of unflavored protein powder. By morning, it has thickened into a pudding. Top with fresh berries or cinnamon if desired. Pour the batter onto a hot nonstick pan, lightly oiled with olive oil, and cook for 2 to 3 minutes on each side until golden brown and cooked. Stir 1 scoop of protein powder into 1 cup of plain low-fat Greek yogurt mix until smooth and creamy. In a glass or bowl, top the protein yogurt with fresh strawberries. Add 1/4 teaspoon each of turmeric and cumin. Slowly add water until the batter looks like pancake batter. Slices for added taste. Scatter a tablespoon of pumpkin seeds on top of each layer and lightly dust with cocoa powder or cinnamon. Now that you are aware of how effective your morning routine may be for controlling diabetes and overcoming depression, serve cold as a high-protein breakfast parfait. Are you prepared to discover your actual purpose and take charge of your health? Begin modestly and maintain consistency, then observe the changes as they happen. Please like and subscribe if you found this useful, and then leave a comment below with what morning routine you plan to start on the path to greater health.